Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
So, I'm super excited because we just released our first daily vlog yesterday and we have a question to answer. Granted, she sent it in before I posted the first vlog, but still, I'm excited to share this information with you. So, we made some tea and we're seated at our work table here in our cabin. Some natural sunlight and over, it's kind of a cloudy day, but and we're going to share some information with you, something that I wish that people would have told us before we left to travel. And we're going to get into the nitty gritty and the details. I think a lot of times when you want to start something, people are like, go for it, you can do it. And it also helps to have some really specific details into what worked for other people. That doesn't mean that it will work for you. But we're going to share a little bit about our story. Because the question that came to us was, that this person, our friend, is really inspired by our lifestyle. She's interested in doing the same thing. It's her dream to travel around the world and live this nomadic life, but she has some fear around making sure that she has enough money. How do you make it sustainable? Do you miss home? How do you create income? Things like that. So we're going to start by sharing our story. That is, I always wanted to travel. It was something that I did a lot before I actually met Ross. And I knew that it was something that was high up on my list in regards to the way that I wanted to live my life. For you, it kind of came later on, yeah?
Yeah, it came with traveling for music. We traveled a lot for music, and I just traveled all over the U.S. But I was looking to go international, and then I met Carly Shankman. We went to Costa Rica,
Yeah.
and then we went to all of our other journeys.
Yeah, so within a year of Ross and I meeting, we left Austin with a one-way flight. When him and I first met, I said, listen, I want to travel. I want to either teach English abroad. I want to build an online-based business that I was already in the process of building, but I want to live a traveling lifestyle. If that's, if that's gonna a non that was a non-negotiable for me, but if it was what's the word that I'm looking for?
Deal breaker?
If it was a deal breaker for you, I want to let you know now. And he said, no, I'm in. I want that too. So within a year of traveling, within a year of living in, so within a year of us meeting, we left Austin with a one-way flight. We sold my car. We sold everything in our house. We got rid of everything. We spent 3 months in Costa Rica. And while we were there, we realized that we weren't quite set up enough. There's lots of ways to travel the world on very little money. I recently wrote a post on Kale.Life called How to Travel the World on $1,000 a month. And if you are someone who doesn't want to start an online business, you can save up. A lot of people do this. They save up and then they do volunteer work. There's organizations like Workaway that Ross and I used in Costa Rica to take people out on horse rides on the beach. We volunteered at a glamping retreat center in Portugal. We did it in Italy. And what they do is you offer either 3 to 5 hours a day, and in exchange for your time, they give you food and or housing. So if you have a little bit of savings, you just need money to buy flights. So that's one way of doing it. But we knew that we also wanted to pay off debt. So we wanted to travel the world and pay off debt. So after our 3 months in Costa Rica, we went back to Austin and we said for the next year, we're going to get our online businesses on lock. And we are going to be our goal was to be making $2,000 a month each on our online businesses. And we got an apartment in Austin and we made it kind of like a startup hub.
Yeah, startup workplace. It was like a WeWork.
It was like we work in our apartment. We was bright light and we had big Post-it papers that we put on the wall with our goals, and we'd draw a line down the middle, and on one side we'd say like what's not done for the task. On the other side it would say what would still need to be done. So the whole space really supported us getting our businesses organized and getting ready to leave. In a year, we had a 1-year lease and we were leaving after that.
That's right. We weren't re-signing that lease.
Yeah.
Near the end there, we almost did.
Yeah, because it pulls you in, and the comforts of home are nice, and we loved Austin and the food and our community, but we knew we wanted to go. So after a year, we got our businesses on lock, and I wrote a post about this called How I Became an Online Health Coach. And you can Google Carly Shankman, How I Became an Online Health Coach. And it says every single step that I did from what program I did, the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, to the online business program I did, which was Marie Forleo's B School, and down to everything from how I started my website, what server I used, what web design, things like that. So that resource is already all put together for you. And then we left. We had our businesses on lock. I was health coaching and running my cleanse program, 12 Days to Sexy. And in Austin, Ross was a professional fiddle player. But the fiddle doesn't translate so well to be a digital nomad skill. So he has an accounting degree. I'll let you tell them, but what you did on the road, like how did you take a skill, which was you playing the fiddle, that wasn't really a digital nomad skill. So how did you make money then?
So I have a degree in accounting, and so I was making money because I got accounting clients while in Austin. And so I was making money from them while remote for a little while. And then I also wanted to play music as I went. I didn't want to just like stop playing the fiddle because then I'd forget it all. So I brought the fiddle along because it's small and it goes in the overhead bin. And then I made a little studio box that has like my computer and my input, my microphone and my speakers and everything. And then I just kind of find a makeshift mic stand wherever we go, and I set up my microphone in my recording studio, and then I play fiddle parts for people online. So if someone's like writing a country song and they're looking for a fiddle, not someone that's like a Nashville star, but like someone that's just like producing a song, he hires me for like $50 to $100, and I sell acoustic guitar tracks, vocals, production, fiddle, online.
And then you also learned the skill of social media marketing. That wasn't anything that
That's
you were
true.
doing before, but you said, I want to make more money. And so he learned how to do Instagram marketing. So he now has a handful of clients, and what he does is he helps grow their accounts. So he's on there every single day interacting with people, liking, commenting, and allowing their numbers to rise so that they're in front of more people. Mm-hmm. And that was something that you learned specifically to be able to travel.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, you gotta like just pick your favorite skills, pick the coolest thing you could do, photography, whatever you want. And then just go YouTube it. Every time you run into a problem, you just Google it, and then you'll figure it out forever. And no matter what, you can always get your skills up to a level where people are willing to pay you. And then you get really good reviews at the bottom, and then you grow.
So we were making about $2,000 each a month. And then a few months in, I ended up getting a job. So this was a business that I really wanted to work with. I really wanted to partner with them. So I put my business stuff on the side and about tripled what I was making. But I gave up a ton of freedom. I was at my computer 9 to 5, 5 days a week. No midday excursions to the beach. No just taking a Wednesday off to go with friends, to a nearby town. I really was responsible for answering the questions as they came in. So I had to be available. So there are jobs. There are full-time jobs that you can get. And if you just Google digital nomad full-time jobs, there's boards.
There's like multiple websites with tons of remote-only jobs. Like that's what they cater to. So if you're just like if you're a whatever you are at home, you can probably do it on the road, depending on what it is.
Yeah. And so, but the thing is that you do give up some freedom because then you're working for somebody else full time, and you live in proportion to the amount of money you make. So if we're making $2,000 a month, that means that we're just making coffee at home and making eggs and avocado in the morning.
It's not a big deal.
If we're making $6,000 a month, we're probably renting nicer Airbnbs. We're going out to dinner more. We just did some more spendy things, but it's just not necessary. And if you want to talk about sustainability, it's the slow burn. We plan to travel as a lifestyle long term. So it's not about, for some people, they have 1 week off a year. And that 1 week is about having the most lavish, extravagant experience you can have. And you want the nicest things and the best food and the luxury room. But for someone like us who is traveling as a lifestyle, we don't need all those things. We need a cozy place with internet, and organic food are really our priorities. So that's already a couple ways of doing it. There's learning a skill to start your own business, making less money but adapting your lifestyle. You can do volunteer work 3 to 5 hours a day while making $1,000, $2,000 online. You can get a job. You can get a full-time job. Again, social media marketing, anyone we tell that Ross does that, they want to hire him
They're
because
like, oh, yeah? Oh, what do you do?
everyone wants to grow their
Everybody wants a big
Instagram
Instagram account. Like, if you want the easiest stuff, all you do is basically tell people you'll grow their Instagram accounts, and then you just log in and just engage and do lots of Instagram things. Start Googling how to make Instagram accounts grow and things like that. And you'll always have clients because everyone has an Instagram account and everyone thinks they're a personal brand, you know? So
Yeah, exactly.
everyone can help each other.
And that's, that's the other thing is missing home, is that there's an incredible community of people, just like there are yogis or health coaches or musicians or people who work, oh my gosh, people who work on Wall Street. There are so many different groups and industries, and there is a group of full-time travelers. You will meet family and friends on the road. I miss my family very much, but I Skype with them constantly. We live in a world where we can be connected, in a second. I'm Instagramming, I'm Facebooking, we're making these videos, we're Skyping.
Yeah, you're not really that far away.
You're not that far away.
Yeah.
And so, that was one of the questions, is how do you deal with missing home? But the fact of the matter is you meet like-minded family on the road.
We better wrap this up.
Why?
It's about to shut down.
Okay.
It's getting hot.
All right.
It's getting hot.
That's everything. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think we're going to make it.
Okay, so how much money do you need to travel the world? As much as you feel comfortable with. You can start at $1,000. Read the post on Kale.Life, how to travel the world for $1,000 a month. You can have a full-time job and make 10 grand a month and work in co-working spaces around the world. Any more questions? Let us know and we'll record a video for you.
Bye. I love ya.
Love ya. Cheers.